Hey everybody, the Game Awards nominees are finally here, and let's go through them. I'm going to tell you all what I think should win, in my personal opinion, in each category, what I think will win, and if I think anything will be snubbed. So here we go. We're starting right off with Game of the Year. Okay, recognized as a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. All right, first caveat. Okay, Alan Wake 2 I've not yet played. I'm hoping to do that within the next, right after I start, like right after Thanksgiving, because I'm just kind of going to be busy up to Thanksgiving. Baldur's Gate 3, I tried to play the bit. I think I put about 30 hours into it, and I got nowhere because I just could not figure out how to play the game. Spider-Man 2, absolutely loved it, 100% it. Resident Evil 4, that is my game of the year. Still, only thing that could possibly take it away at this point is Alan Wake 2, but we're voting today, so my vote is going to go to Resident Evil 4. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I did not play. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Personally, for me, I don't know if I'd have it on this list or not. I personally did not like the game. I don't understand why everyone continues to suck Marvel's, or not, I'm sorry, not Marvel, but Nintendo's dick. But that's just me. I personally, though, would definitely take off Super Mario Bros. Wonder and put Lies of P. Where's Lies of P at? I don't understand how Lies of P did not make the Game of the Year nomination. I think that's definitely a snub. And Hi-Fi Rush. I think Hi-Fi Rush should actually be on here. So my 6, I'll keep Baldur's Gate 3 on there. And I think that's what's going to win. Spider-Man 2 is definitely on there. Resident Evil 4 is definitely on there. I would definitely add Lies of P and Hi-Fi Rush. And for me personally, out of Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom, even though I didn't play 2 of those games, I would give the 6th nomination to Alan Wake 2. That's just, I know I'm going to like that game. It's just the type of game I like. It's a game I'm going to end up loving. Yeah, so I'm voting for Resident Evil 4. But like I said, I think Baldur's Gate 3 wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Tears of the Kingdom wins. I'd be very shocked if anything else won. Okay, our next category is Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. And the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. So basically, it's the same nominees as Game of the Year, but for some reason they only did 5 nominations instead of 6, and they left off Resident Evil 4, which to me is just why? Like, why not have the 6th nominee and have Resident Evil 4 on there? I don't understand this. This just is a little off to me. Again, I think Baldur's Gate 3 wins. However, and I'll be honest on this too. I think after I play Alan Wake 2, I think my vote would go to Alan Wake 2. But I can't actually vote for it without playing it. So my vote's going to go for Spider-Man 2. Again, though, I really think that Resident Evil 4 should have been nominated for this, and that's actually where my vote would go, would be Resident Evil 4. But again, I think this is another category. It's going to come down to Baldur's Gate 3 or Tears of the Kingdom. Personally, like I said, I just do not care for Tears of the Kingdom. And Baldur's Gate 3, I can't say it's a bad game. I can say my thing with Baldur's Gate 3 is I've never had a game make me feel that stupid. It really made me feel stupid. And now we have Best Narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. All right, our nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Okay, now this is the category that's usually like one of my favorite categories. Again, Alan Wake 2, I feel would be my choice after I played it. Baldur's Gate 3, the whole reason I actually bought Baldur's Gate 3 to play is because I heard that the narrative, the story was really good, but I couldn't figure out the gameplay enough to actually get to play the game. Cyberpunk 2077, I never played it. I tried playing Cyberpunk when it first came out, and I just couldn't get into it. So yeah, okay, Final Fantasy 16. Look, I really like Final Fantasy 16, but one of my issues though is I felt that the story kind of fell off at the end to me. Like I felt like it started out really good, especially like through the first half of the game, and then just kind of like plateaued. So for this, I am going to again vote for Spider-Man 2. I thought the story net was really, really good. I thought it stayed fairly at a good, consistent level throughout the entire game. I thought it started out strong, and then it kind of like, it's like it started out really good, and it kind of like leveled, a bit, and then it like got back and really good, and then at the end just kind of stayed like consistent. So I'm going to say Spider-Man 2. Again, I think it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3 that wins. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win a lot of stuff. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Alan Wake 2 wins. And I do think Alan Wake 2 would probably be my nomination after I play the game. Best Art Direction. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Nominees are Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So in this instance, we actually have, Hi-Fi Rush and Lies of P actually made it this time. And I'm trying to decide on this one. So I feel like, and this is one of my issues with the nomination for Nintendo games, is that Mario and Zelda, especially Zelda, it's like its biggest accomplishment is that it runs on the Switch. Like, I think if Zelda was a PS5 game, it would not be nominated for stuff. I just don't think it would. I don't think it would get the same, praise and recognition, even if the exact same game that was on the PS5. I just don't think it would. For me, it comes down to Hi-Fi Rush or Lies of P. This is really tough, because I think for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Okay, so here's the deal. I actually want to go, again, I really wish I had played Alan Wake 2 by now. All my reasons for voting for one are my reasons for voting for the other. I think that they're both through two different artistic styles, and I think they both did those exceptionally really well. Obviously, Lies of P has that very Bloodborne-like style, but I think it did it in a way that's also not just straight copying Bloodborne, but more like it took inspiration from it. And Hi-Fi Rush, oh man, it's been almost, it's been almost a year since Hi-Fi Rush. I'm trying to remember it. I think I have to go with Lies of P on this one. But that might be recency bias, as I played Lies of P, more recently. But I'm going to go with Lies of P for Best Art Direction. Best Score and Music. For outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. And the nominees are Alan Wake 2, composer Petri Alanko. Baldur's Gate 3, composer Boleslav Slavov. Final Fantasy 16, composer Masayoshi Soken. Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Suichi Kubori. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, composed by Nintendo Sound Team. Okay, so personally for me, it's Final Fantasy. It's always going to be Final Fantasy games. I think one of the best things of Final Fantasy are the scores. Music in these games is always incredible. So Yes, I'm going to go Final Fantasy 16. I think Final Fantasy 16 should win this. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4. This is another tricky one for me. Okay, so Dead Space was really good. I think I'm going to eliminate Spider-Man 2. Then it comes down to Dead Space or RE4. I'm going to vote Resident Evil 4, and here's why. Well, I remember that I thought Dead Space was really, really good. I can't remember anything specifically, especially audio-wise, that actually stood out to me. Resident Evil 4, I can, so I'm voting Resident Evil 4. Best performance, awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion and or performance capture. And our nominees are Ben Starr for Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Monaghan for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba for Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liburd for Alan Wake 2, Neil Newman for Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. To me, this comes down to basically a two-person race between Ben Starr and Yuri Lowenthal. If you want to go Ben Starr, I thought Yuri Lowenthal did an incredible job as Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2. I'm going to vote for Ben Starr. I think he did an excellent job as Clive in Final Fantasy 16. He really was that game. So yeah, best performance, Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. The nominees are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6. Alright, so for everything I know and have seen, this is Street Fighter 6. I think that Street Fighter 6 is actually going to win this pretty easily. So there we go. On to the next category. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. The woke category. Okay, so this is the list of games that I would really enjoy. Being that I've not played any of these games, this is just going to be a random stab in the dark. I'm going to vote for Goodbye Volcano High because it has the most interesting title to me. I at least have a sense of what that game is about. Best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. And the nominees are Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. Again, I haven't played any of these games. I'm going to vote Cyberpunk 2077, and here's why. I can't think of another game that, upon release, had received so much flack and negativity, and now it's receiving so much praise for its improvement. So yeah, I'm gonna vote Cyberpunk 2077, but I don't know if it'll win or not. I actually don't know what'll win in this category at all. I have no idea. I haven't really feel like I've heard much about Final Fantasy XIV lately, so I'm thinking that probably won't win. Fortnite could. Now with Fortnite OG being back right before these nominations came out, I think this is going to get the recency bias. So I think Fortnite might take it. I'm voting for Cyberpunk 2077. Best community support. Recognizing the game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, game updates, and patches. And there's no Hogwarts Legacy nomination. Anyways, our nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, No Man's Sky. Again, I'm voting Cyberpunk 2077 because I think this is an example of a really good job of a game developers listening to feedback understanding what people did not like about the game, what they did like, using it to make improvements. So I'm going with Cyberpunk 2077. Best independent game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game mode. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Again, Alright, nominees are first off. Do the nominees. Nominees are Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. Again, I haven't played any of these, but I'm going to vote Dave the Diver just because I feel like a lot of people have either played Dave the Diver. It just seems on Twitch, a lot of people were playing Dave the Diver or have played Dave the Diver and always had something good to say about it. So I'll vote Dave the Diver. Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. And the nominees are Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. Again, haven't played any of these, so just looking at the artwork, between Cocoon and Dredge, I think. Because isn't Pizza Tower just a game where you're trying to make pizzas? And I feel like it's a concept that's kind of been done before. I'm going to go with Cocoon. I'm going to vote Cocoon. It looks the more appealing game to me. Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device. Nominees are Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, Terra Nil. Alright, so I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, so that's going to get my vote. I'm not much of a mobile gamer, just never really it's not really ever appealed to me. So, like I said, I did play a bit of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, though, because it's Final Fantasy VII. So that's going to get my vote. I think Honkai Star Rail wins, though. Best VR/AR. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Nominees are Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, Synapse. Okay. This is easy. It's Resident Evil. Resident Evil games in VR are really good, I think. I cannot wait to play Resident Evil 4 VR. Just go ahead and, submit that. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Nominees are Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2. For me, it's Hi-Fi Rush, but I think the Armored Core 6 might still be a little too niche. So I think Remnant 2 might win it. But I'm gonna go Hi-Fi Rush. I've never played Dead Island 2 or Ghost Runner 2 or even seen any gameplay or anything, so I have no thoughts on these two. So I would say Hi-Fi Rush, but personally, I would go Hi-Fi Rush to Remnant 2. I think it's going to go Remnant 2, though. So I won't be upset or surprised when Remnant 2 does win. Like I said, for me, it's Hi-Fi Rush. Best Action Adventure. The best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. And the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, so for me, this is a 2-game race between Spider-Man and Resident Evil 4. Although personally, I think that Zelda's most likely going to win this one. Alan Wake 2, I'm thinking having the second best chance. But here's my thing, okay? So, it says here, for the best action-adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So the two things that I liked the least about Tears of the Kingdom were the traversal and puzzle solving. I did not enjoy those at all. Those are the two probably biggest factors in why I just did not like that game. So for me, being that those are like two of the three like core elements to best action adventure, automatically just eliminates Tears of the Kingdom for me, even though I think it is going to win. I didn't play Jedi Survivor, and I didn't play Alan Wake 2. So I say it comes down to Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 for me. This is kind of a toss-up. The combat styles are very different. The combat systems, I have a hard time comparing which one's better. But I think that Resident Evil 4 did its combat system better than Spider-Man 2 did its combat system. I'm having a tough one with this. Combat, I'll give it to Resident Evil 4. Traversal, I'll give it to Spider-Man 2. Which brings us down to puzzle solving. I think Spider-Man 2 had a better variety of puzzle, but it also had some that became very repetitive or could be annoying. Whereas I thought that Resident Evil 4's puzzles weren't all that. Part of me feels that since beating Resident Evil 4 being my game of the year, I almost have to vote for it here. And I think it is a better game than Spider-Man 2. But I'm going to vote Spider-Man 2. Best RPG. For the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XVI, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. Now, personally, well, not personally, but first off, I think Baldur's Gate 3 wins, and arguably I think it should. Final Fantasy XVI is more of an action RPG to me. It focuses more on the action aspect than the RPG aspect. So even though I really love the game, I can't vote for him personally. It's not my RPG of the year. Lies of P, okay. I'm leaning heavy towards Lies of P as for my personal RPG. Sea of Stars I didn't play. Ooh, Starfield. I mean, character customization, like, does Starfield win just because of pronouns? Fucking pronouns! Gender ambiguity! Okay, yeah, so it's Lies of P. Lies of P gets my vote, but Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win. Best fighting game. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Nominees are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, Street Fighter 6. To me, this is a two-game race between Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6. I've always been a bigger Mortal Kombat fan than Street Fighter fan. Mortal Kombat gets my vote. But I'm thinking that Street Fighter 6 is going to take it. Best Family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Nominees are Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Okay. I feel like okay. I feel like the winners were going to be Party Animals or Super Mario. I'm going to vote Sonic. Best Sim/strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of the platform. The nominees are Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, Pikmin 4. Haven't played any of these actual games, but I have played Fire Emblem games before, so I'm going to vote Fire Emblem Engage. No idea on who actually will win, though. Best Sports/Racing. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. And the nominees are EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, The Crew Motorfest. Okay, so I'm not voting for either of the EA games because it's EA. I think Forza is going to win, but I'm going to vote Hot Wheels because it's Hot Wheels. Best Multiplayer. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Okay. I think it's a 2-game race between Baldur's Gate 3 and Party Animals. No, definitely not Mario. I didn't play Diablo 4. I'm gonna vote Baldur's Gate 3, and I think it has a chance to win. But I really think that category is between Baldur's Gate 3 and Party Animals. Best adaptation: recognize outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. This is a no-brainer pick. I'll read the nominees, but okay, then they are Castlevania, Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Twisted Metal. It's The Last of Us. This should be a landslide victory. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. And the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, Tekken 8. For me personally, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth takes the category. I'm going to say right now, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is my front runner for next year's Game of the Year. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2023. And the nominees are Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, Cypher PK. Okay, I've heard of 3 of these people: Iron Mouse, Quackity, and Cypher PK. Never watched any of them. Cypher, I just know he's a Fortnite guy, and I just don't care for Fortnite. I have no idea what Quackity does. I think Iron Mouse is a VTuber who does variety. I don't know anything about People Make Games or Spreen. I'm going to vote Iron Mouse. Best esports game. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. Nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, Valorant. All right. I know nothing about esports. I could care less about esports. So I'm going to say Valorant, but really, I have no stake, or I have nothing to say about that category, merely. Best esports athlete. Okay, something I know less about. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023, irrespective of game. Our nominees are Lee Faker, Sang Hyuk, Matthew Zawu Herbalt, Max Demon One Mazanov, Paco Hydra Rusiwise, Park Ruler Jayuk, and Philip Imperial Hal Dawson. Yeah. I guess I'll stick with Valorant. Best esports team, of course. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023. And the nominees are Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaming Gladiators, JD Gaming, Team Vitality. Again, I don't know any of these teams, but I like the name Evil Geniuses, so they get my vote. Best esports coach. The esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2023. The nominees are Christine Potter-Chi, Danny Zanuck Sorensen, Jordan Gunba Graham, Remy XTQZZ Gulan, and Yoon Home Sungyoung. Well, I was going to vote Christine Potter so that we get the woke points, and she's the coach of the Evil Geniuses. So yeah, definitely, that Christine gets the vote. Best esports event. Recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best of class experience for participants and the broadcast audience. 2023 League of Legends World Championship. Blast.tv Paris Major 2023. EVO 2023. The International Dota 2 Championships 2023. Valorant Championships 2023. Only one of these I paid any bit of attention to. That was EVO. EVO gets my vote. And I guess that's it. I guess those are my votes for the Game Awards nominees for each category. The Game Awards was live December 7th from the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. I don't know about simulcast streaming it. If I'm allowed to, I will be doing so on my channel, twitch.tv/MarvelsTrue. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to win the Game of the Year. Bye.